Hey, how y'all doing today?
Hi there.
Good.
I have got a question. Does grandparents have rights, and how do you go by and get to see your grandkids? I get off there
Well,
and
you
I'll
know,
let you go.
David, we were just talking in the break. We're surprised somebody hasn't asked that question tonight because that is a popular question a lot of folks have. So what do you say?
Yeah, David, that is a great question. As of right now, grandparent visitation is still a thing. The legislature has enacted several versions of statutes that keep getting shot down by the Supreme Court, but as of today, there is a statute in effect. It's a high burden. So the first thing you have to do is prove that the child's parent, either one of them, whichever one you're filing it against, probably the one that's not letting you see the child, you have to prove that that person is not a fit parent. So you have to overcome this presumption that the court has that they're going to assume that that parent is fit and is able to make these decisions and it's in the best interest of the child. So that's the first thing you have to do. After that, there are a whole host of other hurdles you have to jump over. You have to prove that you've had a substantial relationship with the child. You have to prove that you've been a substantial caretaker for them, and that it would be a detriment to the child if you weren't involved and if you didn't have these rights. The best thing I can tell you, which like we just heard Mr. Prince say, a lawyer to help you with that. It's very convoluted. The statute is very detailed on how you prove it, but it's still very difficult. So you're definitely going to need a lawyer if you're attempting to get visitation rights with your grandparent. That statute. Now, there's always been grandparent rights under the probate code if a parent has passed away, and that's a little bit easier to get.
All right.
But, okay, so, all right. If I'm a grandparent and I got these grandkids, but somebody's not wanting me to see the kids, is it really that difficult? Is there really that big of a hurdle to get over to see your grandkids?
So the legal standard, yeah. Now, practically speaking, it may or may not be depending on what your circumstance is. I mean, if you can show that these children have lived with you for the last 6 months, if you can show that you are their primary caretaker, you pick them up after school every day and keep them until 9, 10 o'clock when Mama gets home.
I'm talking about just to take them a birthday present. I mean, just little stuff.
I mean, yeah, it can be. And again, it's the public policy view of that is that, you know, parents are fit and can make the decision on who their child sees and who they don't see. And if they've got whatever reason they have for not letting...
Spite?
It could be. It very well could be.
All right.